welcome to our new video. Today we will discuss about Z transform. As you know, one furthermore step forward of the Laplace transform is the Z transform. Basically, Laplace transform and Z transform both are very useful in signal processing. But Laplace transform is operate of continuous function, and this Z transform is useful for the signal processing sequences of discrete signal. When we have the discrete signal, then we use Z transform. If we have continuous function, we use Laplace transform. Properties of Z and Laplace transform are many more similar, not all. So where this Z transform convert our signal into complex frequency representation. What is our Z transform? Let us see. If Fn is a sequence defined for all value of n minus infinity to plus infinity, then Fz is called Z transform, or we can say Z of Fn is n going from minus infinity to plus infinity, Fn Z to the power minus of n. This Z represent any complex number. So for this Fn sequence, which is convergence in all value of minus infinity to plus infinity, this is known as Z transform. This sequence representation is known as Z transform. So this is called two-side Z transform. If we consider n is going from 0 to infinity, means n is greater than 0, that is called one-side Z transform. So for one-side Z transform, our limit or our sequence going from 0 to infinity, Fn Z to the power minus n. This is called one-side of Z transform. Clear? So basically Z transform is sequence represent any sequence convert into complex sequence is called Z transform. Now some basic representation of Z transform, how we find out this Z transform with the help of this summation of series. So first one is, first is very simple, Z of 1, Z transform of 1. So at the place of Fn, our sequence is 1 summation n going from 0 to infinity, Fn is 1 Z to the power minus n. So Z to the power minus n, when we expand, this is n, 0 is equal to 1 plus 1 by Z plus 1 by Z square plus 1 by Z cube and so on. When we combine this with binomial theorem, this is 1 minus of 1 by Z to the power minus 1. Clear? We have four types of 1 minus x to the power minus 1, 1 plus x to the power minus 1. What is the binomial expansion? In my previous video or in differential equation we also see this. If both are minus, our series is 1 plus x square plus x cube and so on. If this is plus, this is minus, then 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus alternative plus minus. So summation of this is this. Again took the LCM, Z upon Z minus 1 inverse. You have to reverse it. So when we reverse it, our solution of this is equal to Z upon Z minus 1. So Z transform, or we can say F of 1. Z transform for Fn is equal to 1. Fz is given by Z upon Z minus 1. That is basic transform. Next is the Z transform for n, integer n. So what is Z transform for our sequence is n, then it is given by solution is n minus 1 by 2. How it comes? Same, we have to substitute at the fn, we have to substitute value is equal to n. Summation n going from 0 to infinity and z minus n. Clear? Now this we cannot expand or we cannot, so what we multiply 1 z here and divide also here. Clear? So what we have to write? Rewrite n going from 0 to infinity and z to the power minus n minus 1. Clear? Now we can see d by dz of gn is this. So if we can rewrite it, summation n going from 0 to infinity d by dz, 1 minus is also there, of z to the power minus of n. See, if we can one time differentiate with respect to minus of n, this minus is here, so minus minus plus of n, z to the power minus n minus 1. So it convert into this. So this is similar process. Now we have to substitute the value of z transform of z to the power minus of n. Summation n going from infinity z to the power minus n. In my previous summation n going from 0 to infinity z to the power minus n, z transform is equal to z upon z minus 1. So we substitute at this z transform of 1 is same. So we substitute value here. When you substitute value here, it becomes, I can substitute here, it becomes minus d by dz. Summation going, because summation is already be substituted. So minus d by dz of z minus 1. Now you have to differentiate this one time with respect to z. Apply the formula u by v square d by dz of u, v as it is minus d by dz of v, u as it is. You apply the formula here, you will get the solution this. Z transform of this is equal to z square, this is not n, z upon z minus 1 whole square. See, in similar process we can find out z transform of n square or n to the power p. This is z n to the power 1. So we can find out n to the power p. So when we, next is z transform of n to the power p. When we go n to the power p, same, minus of z d by dz of z transform of n to the power p minus 1. Clear? Where p is positive integer, it is equal to, again general formula you just remember, then z transform of n square. So n square is minus z d by dz, z transform of n. Z transform of n we already know. Z transform of n in previous question I can find out. Z transform of n is z upon z minus 1 whole square. So you have to substitute here this value. So this is minus of z d by dz of z upon z minus 1 whole square. Clear? Next, this is the basic formula. Next, we have to just division of derivatives u by v. You apply the formula, you will get the solution. Z transform of n square is given by z, this is z plus 1 upon z minus 1 whole cube. is z transform of n square. Similarly, if you want to find out z square of n cube, then minus z d by dz of z transform of n square. N square you substitute here and one time differentiate with respect to z, you will get the z transform of n cube n4. So that is the basic formula. Next we go further, z transform of a to the power n. Simple. If we go for a to the power n, you have to substitute in the series a to the power n summation n going from 0 to infinity a to the power n z to the power minus n. Expand it. What is this? 1 plus a by z plus a square by z square and so on. Again using binomial, 1 minus a by z to the power minus 1. Taking LCM, this is z minus a upon z to the power minus 1. So this gives z upon z minus a. So z transform of a to the power n is given by z upon z minus a. If we can say 2 to the power n, so z upon z minus 2, correct. So this is z transform of a to the power n. Next is z transform of e to the power an. So if we talk about e to the power an, same you have to substitute at the place of fn. Your series is e to the power an. You expand it. This is e to the power a by z, e to the power 2a by z, e to the power 3a by z, same. So this is e to the power a by z, e to the power a. So z transform is z upon z minus e to the power a. For example, if e to the power 2n, then given by z upon z minus e to the power 2, like that. Clear? So these are the basic z transform for the given function. So we can use this for extended form also. One more, another important result for the z transform is z transform e to the power minus n upon factorial n. You can easily find out. You substitute this in the series form, and when you substitute, you expand it, you will get its z transform. Fz is e to the power 1 upon z e. Clear? So z transform of this is given by this. Next, z transform for unit step function is defined if unit step function fx is defined 0 and where n is less than 0, n is greater than equal to 0. So for negative reason its value is 0, positive reason its value is 1. So z transform of 1 is equal to the value of this function. So z transform of 1, we already divide, z transform of 1 is given by z upon z minus 1. So solution of this is z upon z minus 1. Clear? Similarly, if we have other unit step function, fx is equal to 0 and 2 to the power n. 2 to the power n is given by a to the power n. So we already have z transform of a to the power n. A to the power n is given by z upon z minus a. So a is 2. So its solution is z upon z minus of 2. Z transform of this function is given by z upon z minus 2, where condition is always there that modulus of z is always greater than 2. Whatever the function, it is always greater than. If it is not greater than 2, it goes negative, and it not given, it have no value for negative reason. It have only value for positive reason. We consider only for positive part. Now, if we discuss some properties about the Z transform, then first one is the linearity property. Linearity property is similar to Laplace transform. A plus f1x plus b f2x. So, constant we have to taking outside, and separately we have to take the Z transform and then multiply that constant with the Z transform, give the required solution. Next is the shifting property. What is its shifting property? I can show you. Second is if we talk about if Z transform of f of n is given by f of z, clear, if n is any positive integer, then with the help of first shifting property f of n minus n is given by Z transform is z to the power minus n f of z. Means we have to find out Z transform of our given function, and if our function is n minus m, then z of minus m f of z. Our Z transform multiply with this term given the required new solution. Next is the convolution theorem for Z transform. Convolution theorem is same. If we have two functions, we separately find out the Z transform for both and multiply together is the Z transform of multiplication function. And next is the differentiation of Z transform. Differentiation of Z transform means if one n variable is multiplied with function, then what is the Z transform? So next property is differentiation of given function. If f of z, our Z transform is summation n going from 0 to infinity, f of n z to the power minus n. Basic solution. If we can say our function fn is given by n fn, clear? So what is the Z transform of n fn is, you can see the proof, given by minus z inverse d upon dz inverse of fz. Clear? So this is the differentiation of Z transform. Next is the Z transform for trigonometrical function, sine and cosine function. So I will directly give the formula for that trigonometrical function. If I can see Z transform of cos of omega t is given by z minus cos omega t upon z square minus 2z cos omega t plus 1. See this, when this t is k of t, k is any integer. So when we can find out the Z transform of this, we can, its Z transform, if you submit it in the series and you expand it, you will get this g minus cos omega t. Capital T denotes by t is small t is equal to k by t. So k is what? Small t by capital T time period. Similarly, if we talk about Z transform of sin omega t, so Z transform of sin omega t is just little bit, you have to remember this as formula. So you can directly use in solution of Z transform. So this above is sin omega of t. Denominator is same for Z transform of cosine or sine. You can prove it with expand it in e to the power iota omega t plus e to the power iota omega t, e to the power iota omega minus e to the power minus iota omega. You can expand into exponential, substitute in the series and then solve it. You will definitely get this solution. So now I can explain you something out in previous my question. One more. Find the Z transform of n minus 1. So for this, what we can do, Z transform of n square minus n. So we can separately find out Z transform of n square minus Z transform of n. Clear? So if you remember z transform of n square, you can substitute here z transform of n and then subtract. Otherwise, what you can do, you substitute in the series z transform of n square is summation n going from 0 to infinity. Clear? At the place of fn n square z to the power minus 1. We directly cannot substitute with dy by dx. So what is the formula of this? Minus z d by dz of 1 less z transform of n. Clear? Again we have to substitute value of z transform of n. Only find here summation n going from 1 to 0 to infinity and z to the power minus n. So n is 1 plus 1 by z plus 2 by z plus 3 by z and so on. You can find out the z transform of this. Substitute here, differentiate, you will get the z transform of n square, then subtract it, you will get the required solution. Some more, if we have z transform of cos n pi by 2. For this, we directly substitute in the series. What is our fz? Fz is summation n going from 0 to infinity cos n pi by 2 z to the power minus n. Substitute in the series, we can open it. When n is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, this is 1. Plus when n is equal to 1, cos pi by 2 is minus of 1. So minus 1 upon z to the power, when cos pi by 2 is 1 is 0, cos pi by 2 is 0. So second term is 0, then third term cos pi is minus 1. So minus 1 by z square plus fourth term is 0, then this is plus 1 upon z 4. So this series is only even terms. Z have 1 minus z square by 1 by z square plus 1 by z4. When we summarize this, 1 minus 1 by z square to the power minus. This is plus because alternate plus minus sign. Now this is z square plus 1 by z square. Reverse it. Z square upon z square plus 1. So solution of cos, z transform of cos n pi by 2 is given by this. You have substitute one condition always, if modulus of z is greater than 1. Because if z is less than 1, you will get the negative result. But our z transform we have to find out only for one side z transform, only for positive result. Positive result. Next, one more important, z transform substitute variable t. E multiplied with t. Then z transform, like first shifting property, z transform of, we directly find out the z transform of t square, and when e to the power is multiplied, this is, what is this? Z transform of t square, and z, our z is replaced with z e to the power, if this is 1, then e to the power 1t. If there are 2t, so capital T, and small p is k time t. K is some positive. So we have to find out z transform of t square, or we can say n square, and in this we have to replace z with z e to the power t. We will get the required solution. So z transform of t square, or we can say n square, is what? T square, because variable is t. So z plus 1 upon z minus 1 whole cube. Clear? Next, z transform of e to the power minus t square. So z transform of e to the power minus t square is given by all g replaced with this term. So when we replace, this is t square, z e to the power t, z e to the power t plus 1 upon z e to the power t minus 1 whole cube. This is our required Z transform of given function. So if general is if e to the power 2t 3t, then Z replace with e to the power 2t 3t, then Z replace with e to the power 3t, and so on. So simply, if here one more example of this type, if we have Z transform of e to the power minus 3t sine of 2t. Clear? So what we should Z transform of sine 2t, we have to just find out. After that we replace z equal to z e to the power 3t. Correct. E to the power 3 of t. You find out the Z transform of 2t and replace with this. You will get the required solution. So Z to the power sine 2t is given by z sine of 2t upon z square minus 2 cos of 2z cos of 2t plus of 1. Clear? Now replace all z, replace with e to the power 3t, you will get the required solution. Thank you very much. I think this video is helpful for understanding how to solve some functions with the help of Z transform.